So, yes, I am always fat, and this should explain everything to you. So, please, make more pointless comments in my comment section about how I'm fat. They always entertain me so much. So anyway, I want to talk about casual, pseudo-competitive casual, and the competitive players. There are three branches of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players. So first off, let's talk about the casual player. The casual player far outweighs the competitive and the pseudo. So you keep in mind there's competitive, the pseudo player, which is the competitive casual player, which kind of enjoys both, and the casual. So there are far more casual players in the game than you could ever imagine. Take a look at Asian Eyes White Dragon's channel and Cyber9610's. Perfect examples of very casual. They pay attention to those players, obviously, for kind of more of their niche for just having fun in the game. And that's what the casual player does, is they'll just build a deck they think is right, and they'll just play it just to have fun. And they're the players that actually do enjoy the game for what it is, and they're the players that, I would say, have more fun than competitive players. Now, the pseudo-casual competitive player, or just call them the pseudo, or pseudo-wudo, however you wish to name them. Basically, they're the player that plays both casually and competitively. They're kind of on the benchmark. They enjoy casual, they enjoy competitive, they understand, or not quite understand how competitive play works. I'm not saying that they're ignorant, dog, you understand what I mean though. But the point is, the pseudo understands the mindset a little bit of competitive play, but they just go to regionals just to, you know, chill, have fun, you know, try to get better at the game. They're the players that are willing to get better because they understand that they're casual to a degree, but they're the ones that really sit on the benchmark. And then the competitive player. This is actually the player that I like to cater to on my channel. They're the ones that I do the deck profiles for. They're the ones that go to regionals. They're the ones that have the mindset of what it means to be competitive. They're the ones that get salty as hell when you beat them being a casual player. They are the 1%. Well, I would definitely say that being a competitive player is a far shot of a milestone. You are very, 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 I want to say, like, different in terms of from the pseudo and the casual. Just in terms of, you know, there's far less competitive players in this game than there are casual players, and that's the way it will always be. But what does all of this mean? Now, looking at the game itself, the game is meant to be played for fun, hands down. However, me being a competitive player, I think about this game in a light that isn't quite so nice. I mean, when I play against a pseudo-casual player, you can pretty much find their flaws when they're playing. You can tell that they're a little bit more nervous. I'm not saying a casual player is not nervous, but the thing is, when you're playing against or competitive casual player, you can just tell when you can see them fidgety, the way that they make some of their plays, how they're not so sure of themselves. A competitive player is pretty fucking sure of themselves when they're making a play. There's an algorithm to being competitive in this game. You know, when you play on Dueling Network for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, like the real champs of this game, yeah, fuck school, they all say when they play on Dueling Network for 24 hours a day. What's sleep? But the point is, though, there is an algorithm. There are, once you have a level of mastery of every deck, you know, you should be noticing what plays your opponent's making. And I know that's kind of one of the things that some people kind of, I guess, underestimate from competitive players, is the fact that anticipation is a thing. There is a formula that competitive players are expecting you to do. And that's kind of why the pseudo-casual player can kind of overcome the competitive player sometimes. There's actually a very, very rare sight to actually see. It's when a pseudo player misplays against a competitive player and beats their ass. And that's where you see the real salt roll in. And I mean, like, fucking call in like 30 of them guys with them salt trucks. Because, like, I've heard stories about where Billy Brake, his opponent misplayed against him, but actually he just made a play that he was kind of like YOLO, and it worked. I actually had a play like that happen to me and against Alistair Albans in YCS Indy, top 32. I was actually figuring I was going to lose against Agents, and I YOLO'd, and I made Ibigishiki Mero Guys, which was something I didn't make all weekend, but it was something I had in my extra deck. And I ended up kind of just going into Marrowgeist, tagging into his card trooper, returning it to the bottom of the deck, and he lost his engine, and it was gimmicky. And, you know, sometimes when random bullshit like that happens, you know, you can kind of overcome the supposed clause and kind of climb the ladder and be like, I just schooled you hard, motherfucker. Like, same thing happened in top 16 against Yugioh. I made Marrowgeist again, bounced his accelerator to the bottom of his deck, and he couldn't recruit back his armor, and he was just like, are you fucking kidding me right now, bro? Like, seriously, bro. Like, who the fuck plays Marrowgeist in their extract? Like, seriously. But, I mean, it's just random shit like that that can kind of allow the other players from the other tiers to kind of catch the other players off guard. Competitive players, everything is purely mathematical formulas. The pseudo players, they're kind of bound to the same laws that we are, but because they both exist in both spectrums, they can make a casual play and overcome the competitive player breaking the formula, and that's where the 30 salt trucks come in and just pave load all over their mat. You know, it's funny. And then, you know, once again, you have the casual players. You know, I feel like the casual players get more angry than the competitive players when they lose sometimes. Not saying anything because, you know, their combo didn't go off. But, you know, I'm very biased when it comes to competitive players. I have nothing against competitive players whatsoever. I do think they are the heart and soul of the game. But it does get really, really, really annoying when a casual player thinks that their deck can win, but they need to understand that they're a casual player, and that's more than likely not going to happen. That's kind of where I make these videos, trying to at least help. I can help some players understand that, you know, if you want to play this game, you should be taking initiative to better yourself, just like I should be going to the gym to lose weight, but I'm just too fucking lazy. That truth joke. There's some truth and there's a joke in there. If you guys can find it, I salute you. But outside of that, yeah, I mean, you do with your life as you please, but don't complain that people aren't giving you the tools to do so, because god damn it, the people are. The people. That is what I do. And that's why I do what I do. So, in a nutshell, that's just a short little discussion about the pseudo, the casual, and the competitive players. Leave the comments down below. I'm expecting at least a lot of interesting ones from this video. So tell me what you guys think. I'm out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please thumbs up this video to show your support. And please check out Vanguard 40 for Cardfight Vanguard, M-Kohl Games for miscellaneous trading card games, and No Limit Gaming for a brand new series of Yu-Gi-Oh videos. Thanks for watching.